Well, great balls of fire, Bubba. What happened, Buford? That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those son busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,347. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's meat and potatoes as adventurous foods that people are now eating. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, the Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
The clock, you're going to draw.
All right, here we go. Postman says that he is being terrorized on his route by a sex-crazed duck. Meanwhile, a man in a casino is busted using counterfeit money, then fighting an officer and not having the best of luck. Study says humans are better at scavenging for junk food than healthier snacks. A woman swimming laps unaware she is showing everyone everything that she packs. And the story of a boy who has eaten nothing but sausages his entire life. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. Come on, Ted, we're done for 15 years, bro. That's the key. Thank you. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. Now, here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Jason, who proves that he is, in fact, sharp as a marble and answered 15 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Big contest to play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Text 77999 and send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Bro, gnarly. What's up, Taylor? Dude, that nerd in his electric hybrid totally blew the light while texting his yuppie friends.
That's so bogus, bro. Are you hurt?
Yeah, like I can't move my hips, bro. I think I broke my pelvis, man. Dude, no way.
Taylor, you need to drop a dime and talk with the lawyers at the Advocates Law Firm.
No way, can't afford that, bro.
Your crotch is broken, man, and they don't earn any money unless they win your case.
Dude, no way.
You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact me today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hello, Jones, and away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,347. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Man, oh man, guaranteed future repeat.
Yeah.
We are fired up in here. Once again, the head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Adventurous foods for adventurous people. I guess as the pandemic's been rolling on, people are trying different stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Everyday adventurous foods.
Everyday adventurous foods.
So you're going to see how adventurous you may be.
I see.
And none of that weird stuff, just food.
Just food. Okay. Head chef is on the way. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And, of course, we will play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We spin the category wheel. You are either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And so far, our biggest dummies this year, that would be Jason and Jesse. It took them 16 questions to get one right. Now, every time we do play the game known as Big Dummy, we like to do a men's room poll. And the last time that we played, it was Cakes for Kids Day.
Oh, yeah.
And we're raising a little money there, along with BJ and Miggs, for the fine folks at Mary's Place. So one of the deals with that organization, by the way, you can still donate at KISW.com. We encourage you to do that, is that they're going to let the kids pick out their own shoes. So we figured on our poll, guess what? You get to pick out your own shoe if you were a kid.
Unlike when you were actually a kid.
That's exactly right. So the offerings were Heelys. Those are the shoes that have the wheels on the bottom. Mm-hmm. We did not have those growing up.
No.
That was later on.
They had, in fact, invented the wheel. We just didn't have them on our shoes.
Tennis shoes were included, boots and light-up shoes. Ted, you own a pair of light-up shoes. Mm-hmm. They were, again, after my time. I do not remember. I think the craziest thing maybe that was exciting in our generation were the pumps.
That's what the Nike pump.
Do you remember the pumps?
Reebok. Never mind.
There was a little plastic half basketball on the tongue.
Yeah.
And you pressed it in, and it would tighten your shoes up, I guess with the theory that the tighter the shoe, maybe you wouldn't twist your ankle. I don't know what the deal was.
They were unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was a groundbreaking shoe. Added a little relief valve.
Oh, yeah. It's the first time like a shoe did something other than just go on your foot.
Yeah. So we go to Twitter, and if you follow the Men's Room at Men's Room Live on Twitter, we put up the poll every week. Here were your results on picking a shoe. Coming in fourth, that would be boots at 10%. Most people do not want boots as kids. Tennis shoes at number 3 at 25%. Heelys came in second at 30%. And the one shoe that you would want if you were a kid, that would be the light-up tennis shoes. 35% of you said that's where you want to go. And this is an interesting story. And this week on the poll, the story says, ever since he can remember, 15-year-old Ben Simpson has only eaten one thing: sausage. His limited dietary preferences began when his mom, Wendy, began weaning him off of breast milk. Soon, his pickiness gave way to several years of consuming only breakfast-style sausages and water 3 times a day, every single day. Now, his mom said she was at her wit's end by the time that she called a cognitive behavioral hypnosis guy, hypnotherapist.
I would not know to call that person.
He believed he could shake the teenager's bizarre eating habits. The teenager has a clinical condition called avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, or ARFID for short. As a child, he only ate finger food, French fries, his mom said. This had a profound impact on his social development.
You think?
At parties, he would just sit there crying, or he'd refuse to go where the food was. If he went to a friend's house, he just wouldn't eat anything. He'd say he wasn't hungry, and it was just a nightmare. Now, before the treatment, Ben was up to 4 or 5 sausages per meal, as the mom, who lives with her son, spent approximately $75 per month on a specific brand of skinless bangers.
Skinless bangers. That's the name of my punk band.
I got fed up with buying them. It became apparent that his health might be deteriorating, indicated by his frequent complaining that he's tired, falling behind in school. It's also no comfort to the mom that her son wouldn't eat like any kind of sweet. She'd try to here's a candy bar. Here's a Coke. Surely you would like that.
I want my skinless bangers.
He wouldn't eat anything else. It's frustrating. Sometimes you think, oh, God, will you just eat? But then Ben gets upset and teary.
I need the bangers.
You have a lot of...
the skinless ones, please.
You have to have a lot of patience.
Take the skin off of Mom. So
Get skin on me, banger.
yeah. So a family friend suggested the boy be hypnotized, and that's what they did. I didn't think it would work, said the mom, but after an initial 2-hour session, as well as follow-ups, the treatment has exceeded her expectations. His phobia was extreme, according to the doctor. It was a struggle enough to get him even in front of me to talk. I knew straight ahead.
Is the skin on that banger?
Yeah. The fact that Ben was married to a specific brand of sausage, Richardson's in England.
I need a Richardson skinless banger, please.
Indicated,
Mom, stop my brand.
Yeah. So this guy knew exactly what the kid had. So by using subliminal wording and neurological seed drop, they call it.
Yeah, grow up.
From the skinless. He got a neurological seed drop from the skinless banger. He was able to create a positive emotional association with new foods. So that was the idea.
I need the banger with skin now.
To give him an open mind and make him feel excited and get over that anxiety of potentially yucky taste. Now, if I give him something, his mom says he'll pop it right into his mouth. But the real proof that the hypnosis had worked. What is the one food, I guess, that people with this condition immediately gag and want to throw up when they eat it? It's universal.
Vegetables.
It's not vegetables, but it's a universal thing. It happens to be fish for whatever reason, texture-wise and everything else. So the other day, a video of him eating fish basically said that he is somewhat cured.
Mommy,
Yeah. He has responded to hypnosis.
do you fish, Mom?
Fish for an ARFID sufferer is a no-go. It produces retching and gagging at every very thought of it. This is an indication that he is slowly getting better. He's now eating bird's eye chili. He's also eating...
Mom!
which is a pepper several times hotter than habanero.
Oh, spicy in me mouth.
He said it made me cry, but kept him and his mom real entertained. So he is...
somebody here made a comment, says, when we were kids, my little brother ate nothing but hot dogs for over a year straight.
Is that right?
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Where's me skinless bangers, Mom?
I don't think I've ever had a skinless banger.
I don't even know how that works.
I guess it's like a breakfast sausage, like a Jimmy Dean, whatever.
But
it doesn't
then
have
it would just be the pile of the meat, right?
Yeah,
so it's
just
not
be
the casing.
rolled. You know what I mean? It's not really in the casing or anything. So.
Either way, hey man, that's all homie's gonna eat. That's it.
Skinless bangers. So,
Mom,
so on our
skinless banger.
Yeah. On our poll this time around,
No mash, just the bangers.
Skinless, please.
we're going to ask you to survive on a food for 1 week. For 1 week, you can only eat one food. Now,
It better be a skinless banger.
no, that's not on the list. That would be too delicious. Yes.
No skinless bangers,
Yeah.
please, sir.
And before you ask, can I wrap this in bacon? Can I cover this in barbecue sauce? Can I do this, that, and the other?
Can you cover it in skin?
The answer is no.
Jesus.
Pass the HP sauce, Mom.
Sorry.
We're going to have to try some skinless bangers.
No kidding. These things must be amazing.
I know. Yeah. So you're going to survive for a week on one food. All right. Here are your options. The first option. God Almighty. We should just go home.
Sorry.
The first option is going to be beets. Now, I don't know if you like beets, if you
No,
know
you
anything
don't.
about beets, but beets are one of those things that they always have at the market. It just seems like beets are available all year round. in
People
Seattle.
aren't buying them.
Not only that, they're a pain in the ass to prepare. You got to boil the damn things. You got to take the skins off of them. You got to cool them down.
Oh, wait, the skinless.
Yeah, beets are... Beets take a long time to just even prepare to get ready to eat.
And then when you're
Drop the
done,
Yeah, and then when you do, they suck.
Drop the beat.
Yeah.
he's
and
talking to Michelle. She's trying to make him eat healthy.
And if you eat the whole beet, the next day you pee the color of the beet. And it scares you because you forgot you eat the beet.
They taste straight up like mud. I don't understand. Look, if you like beets, you like beets. That's great. But you cannot defend their taste. I just feel like, why would you spend money on beets when you could go outside, take a handful of dirt, and eat it for free? Like, save money. Eat dirt.
I'm with you, man. I think beets it was one of those things where it's like kale. The kale ain't really that good, but it became like the hip thing to eat. Beets jumped on that train.
Beets look beautiful. They taste like ass.
We could have put kale on the list. That would have been a good idea. Number 2 was liver. I don't know what your take is on liver, but you're going to have to eat it for an entire week, and that is going to be very difficult to swallow. Your third choice, lima beans, depending on your taste.
No.
Lima beans are one of those things that it's the worst even out of the vegetable medley.
My mother made me try a lima bean. I was like 11 years old or whatever. I had never seen them before, but they're on my plate. And so I eat the rest of my dinner. And she's like, just try a lima bean. And I did, and I swallowed it, and it was like a bungee shot. I puked instantly.
It's not a bean, correct?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. It's mushy. It's terrible. It has no flavor. But granted, all things considered on this list, might not be the worst option in the world.
Based with liver and beets, right now, lima beans are my pick.
Yeah, and the fourth option, which is, and this ticks me off more than anything else, all right? And I'll tell you why. Because if you go and get any type of Thai food, Chinese food, whatever the deal is, we know what the options are. The options are beef, the options are chicken, pork, and tofu. Yes, they might have a seafood dish on there occasionally or whatever the deal is, but we know that to be the standard thing that you put into any meal. So, and typically when you go and you get these different types of food, you get 2 or 3 different dishes.
Right.
So you might get orange chicken, or you might get like, I don't know, chicken pad thai or whatever you do. But there's inevitably the one person who wants something with tofu.
Always.
And that ruins the fried rice. That ruins anything that you get with that dish. The dish was just fine. And then someone had to have tofu in it, and that completely screws up, you're not going to eat that one dish. It sucks.
But I'm going to pick tofu off of that list only because the other options are lima beans, beets, and liver.
Okay. And those are your options on our men's room poll. Survive for 1 week. Will it be on beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu? That is your men's room poll.
Ted and I were talking about the skinless bangers, and people are commenting on that, but somebody wanted to know from you, Miles, have you ever punched the two of us on the air?
Have I ever punted or punched?
Punched.
No. No. Why would I do that? We knew one show that had a problem with each other, and they had plexiglass in between them because one guy was packing a gun and threatened to shoot the other guy.
This is on the,
yeah, that was a real show.
These guys were legendary in Baltimore, and they'd been on forever, and I don't know what went down. But dude seriously pulled out his gun and was going to kill this man on the air. So instead of firing them or even disciplining them, they just built a bulletproof plexiglass thing in the studio.
Trust me, as far as our days are concerned, these 4 hours for us are an escape as well from our life. So the last thing that we want to do is come in here and have anything but a good time.
Now, was he annoyed with being thrilled right there? Probably.
Skinless bangers.
Oh, wow, so you're annoyed with us.
I'm just afraid people are going to now request skinless bangers for birthday requests.
Mommy.
You know what I mean?
Mommy.
Right, exactly. Then I'm going to have to,
Mom, quick,
have to change everything up.
Get the Richardson skinless bangers.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I looked him up. I don't know what, it looks like a regular sausage. Richardson, skinless bangers. I'm a child and only eat these. It's $6.99 a pound.
Well, she spends $75 a month on them for a kid.
Damn.
That's a lot of sausage.
Anybody else wondering where the father is?
Jesus. Mommy, why did Daddy never come home?
Mom, did Dad go out for sausages?
Is he coming back with me skinless bangers?
No, he's never coming back. I'm the one who hit the music. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK, who is our first contestant ready to play the big game.
Hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Dan.
Hola! Dan, sounds like you're driving there. I'm going to put you on Team Sober. All right, Dan, man.
Sober.
Okay. Are you stoned?
No, I just can't stop thinking about those skinless bangers.
All right.
Have you had a skinless banger?
Jesus. All right.
Dan, Mike Hawk put it best this morning. He said, the English have an inability to make any food appetizing. He said,
Skinless bangers and spotted dick, please.
I don't want that.
All right, Dan.
Skinless bangers,
Yeah. Our men's room poll, you got to survive on one food for a week. Will it be beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
Tofu. I already eat tofu like every day, honestly.
Why? Why do you eat tofu every day?
You know, I really like it. And
Wrong! It's because you suck. That is the correct answer. God.
How do you make it, Dan?
I usually fry it or I put it in pho. Or I just cook it with stir fry and beef. But
Okay.
I honestly eat tofu almost every single day. It's like a huge part of my diet. It's delicious.
It can't. It doesn't have a taste, and the little bit of taste it has is like this little whiff of suck.
Dan, are you a healthy guy based on this, or are you like, don't tell me you're like 400 pounds and you eat tofu every day?
No, I'm like 5'8", 155.
All right,
how does it affect your digestive tract? Is tofu something that screams through you, or does it just process like a normal food?
It just processes normal.
Okay. No. What is tofu?
And the thing, it's curdled soybean, I believe.
Yeah, it's like soybean curd.
All right.
Which sounds great and delicious.
I don't mind soybeans, but
I don't even like. I like soy sauce, and that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, if you fry tofu like in a wonton,
you fry anything in a wonton, it's better than it was. I mean, I get it, but this is just straight tofu.
It basically just tastes like whatever you cook it with. It's like a filler, but I don't know. I just think it's delicious.
To me, it's kind of like the styrofoam peanuts of food.
Or like Brussels sprouts or something.
Brussels sprouts are disgusting. All right, here's your question there, you tofu-eating freak. The last time that state lines were moved was 1961, when there was a border shift between North Dakota and what other state?
South Dakota?
You got to think of what borders North Dakota. So
Minnesota?
Minnesota. Well done, Ted.
Oh.
I was going to go Montana.
All right, your question. Prince Eric was the love interest of which Disney character?
Prince Eric?
Or in Baltimore, Prince Irk.
Ariel?
Wow. Dan. That's good. It's amazing that you knew that. Very good.
His voice says he didn't know that. I'm just going to say a princess and hope it sticks.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Who's our next contestant? Ready to play the game?
Hello, Alex. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Alex, you on team sober, team not sober?
Well, my mind is sober, but my blood's not.
Okay. Not sober. All right.
So, yeah.
Somebody already started with the wrap it and bacon. No. You have no condiments today for today's poll. We discussed this outside because we know how you sons of bitches are. There are no. We allowed for salt, pepper, and you can cook it if it needs to be cooked. Otherwise, you're just eating it as is.
All right, Alex, you're going to survive for a week on one of these foods: beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu.
Tofu.
Do you eat tofu?
No, I don't, but the rest of them, I imagine, are much worse.
I'm right there with you. That's exactly why I'm eating tofu.
Yeah.
All right, here is your question. Borborygmus. Borborygmus is the medical term for what bodily function? Is it a rumbling stomach, a belch, a fart, or an earache?
An earache.
Oh, I'm sorry. Borborygmus is actually when your stomach growls.
Oh.
Never heard of it before.
Does it matter if it's growling because it's in pain or growling because it's hungry?
No, I don't think so. It's just the sound it makes, I guess, is the borborygmus.
You know, when your stomach does growl, though, you think that you're the only one that can hear it for some weird reason. And someone's like, dude, is that your stomach? You're like, yes.
Yeah, unless I'm standing in here.
Well, worse, like in the office, everyone's working, but if you have if it's a poop rumble, if it's a growling stomach, everyone turns
like
around
2 weeks there for a while where every single day your stomach is just screaming. I'm like, what is going on over there?
It means I need to poop, Miles. All right, your question. That's what those sounds were. Before a hurricane, the top 2 selling items at Walmart are Pop-Tarts and what?
Toilet paper.
It should be toilet paper, beer.
Oh.
Pop-Tarts, there's a run for Pop-Tarts and beer anytime that it hurt, at Walmart anyway. Anytime
Has anybody had the mini Pop-Tarts yet?
I have not.
Ooh. How do they fit in the toaster?
They know you're not toasting these.
Oh.
It's just a package, and it's got 5 mini ones in there.
Ooh, okay. So I'll just eat all 5.
Guess you have to have a toaster oven.
Oh, there you go. Or the air fryer, which doubles. You should get one. Speaking of hurricanes, what is the name of the 25th hurricane of the season expected to hit Louisiana in the next 24 hours?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch the news.
Don't. Nothing good's happening. They're very excited about this hurricane because, according to them, this is the first hurricane that's going to make landfall in the U.S. that has been given a Greek name.
So it's a Greek hurricane.
Does it start with a C?
It does not.
How about a B?
Starts with a D. Delta.
Delta.
Yeah, Hurricane Delta.
It's going to blow feta all over the Gulf of Mexico. It's a Greek hurricane.
Right, Greek hurricane.
What do you think it's going to do?
There's going to be olives and feta everywhere.
Exactly.
Tzatziki.
And lots of hair.
Like Greek fries. They put the orange stuff on there and then feta cheese, right?
It's going to rain baby oil.
Yeah.
Baby oil and hair slick.
Oh. And you get a free necklace.
Right, and a gold chain. Everyone will be bedazzled after it blows through.
Hey.
You're
and very well tanned.
Very well tanned. Lost my house, but I look great. All right, here's your question. In 1916, who became the first American billionaire?
Oh, 1916?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say billionaire?
Billionaire, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know people were billionaires back then.
That's why he was the first, because they weren't.
Henry Ford.
That's not a bad guess.
John D. Rockefeller?
John D. Rockefeller.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
I know. Once you hear it, it seems obvious.
Yeah.
All right, now let your mind go to the gutter for this one. That is a huge hint. Not a single NBA player has ever worn what 2-digit jersey number?
69.
All right, very good, very good.
Sad but true.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
Hey, all of the cholos, thank you so much for listening to the Men's Room Podcast.
And thanks to our pals at the Advocates Law Firm for being great partners. Yes, even you, creepy Kyle.
Seriously, though, if you'd been injured as a result of somebody else in your car, on your bike, walking across the street, talk to our friends at the Advocates Law Firm and let them help you out.
Yeah, they're the best injury lawyers around, and they want to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Plus, your first consultation is free.
It's simple. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Chris, 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Head chef on the way, 10 meat and potatoes. We're going to find out if you are an adventurous eater or not. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Brad. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Brad.
Hola.
Can I have some skinless bangers?
Mommy. Where's Daddy?
Mommy!
Brad,
Mommy!
are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober today.
All right, Brad, welcome to the show. Okay, Brad, you got to eat one for a week. No skinless bangers for you. Will it be beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
I know Phil's going to hate this, but I'm picking the lima beans.
Okay. What? Do you actually like them?
I have eaten them a bunch when I was younger. I don't cook them now, but my mom used to.
Yeah, I don't know why moms did that to us.
Because they hated us.
Brad, I'm with you. I'm picking lima beans as well.
Really? Over the tofu? I mean, I don't like tofu. I'm not even here to defend tofu. Just against the other foods, I got to go tofu.
I like lima beans somehow sneak in sometimes. Like, they're butter beans.
Oh, beans.
To make it real interesting, you guys should have threw Scrapple in there.
Nah, I'd take Scrapple instantly.
I think it'll be too easy.
I can't believe you know what Scrapple is.
I'm from South Jersey.
Then you know what Scrapple is. All right. All right. Here is your question. The FBI was in an armed standoff earlier today with a group of people trying to kidnap the governor of what state?
How about Nebraska?
Nope.
Big Ten, but Michigan.
Right conference, wrong state.
That's a comforting thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, let's stick with states. It is illegal to own a pet hamster in what U.S. state?
New Hampshire.
I'll say California.
Nope. Think about it. It makes sense. Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, you can't bring in other animals.
Apparently, the conditions there, they said, are perfect for hamsters, so keep them the F out. All right, multiple choice question for you. When trying to figure out a name for the band, what band came up with the name AIDS as an option? Was it Guns N' Roses, Green Day, the Chili Peppers, or Nirvana?
I'll go with the Chili Peppers.
I think that makes the most sense as a guess. Believe it or not.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Give it up for AIDS.
I mean, just,
Ladies and gentlemen,
AIDS. You know, you play a great show, the crowd we want AIDS. We want more AIDS. It's just like it doesn't work. All right, question for you. The first submarine used in a war was called the Turtle, and it was used by the U.S. during what war?
World War II.
I'll say the Revolutionary War.
Believe it or not, it was the Revolutionary War. I would not have volunteered for
they're
that.
finding a lot of those old subs off the Carolina coast.
That's
just from different wars, but
right. That's why I would not have wanted to be in the sub. That's why they're finding so many of them. See,
I thought the first two were in the Civil War. The ironclads.
Civil War. I want to say they were the first ironclad, essentially,
All right.
but the first submarine. The old Turtle. That strikes fear into an enemy's heart.
now all the best subs are being built out of Colombia.
You're right. They're kind of tiny, but man, oh man, the payload.
Diesel powered, man.
Hey, fear the turtle.
Yeah, fear the turtle. All right, your question is multiple choice. Shakespeare invented which name? Brittany, Rebecca, Jessica, or Karen?
Rebecca.
Karen?
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
One of his, I don't remember which play it was, but he wrote one of his plays, just came up with the name Jessica, and that one actually stuck. All right, what company did Robert Downey Jr. inherit from his father in the movie Iron Man?
Stark Enterprises.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Well done. Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK.
Technically, it's Stark Industries. Mike kind of had that look on his face like,
Close enough.
We're not going to split hairs, Mike. Not that deep. He knew that much.
Who had more money, the Stark family or Batman's family?
Well, it's billionaire Bruce Wayne.
It is, but Stark Industries, he's like Jeff Bezos. I would guess. Mike, should I look that up for us?
As you know, it's on the internet somewhere. Hang on.
Somebody has asked this question. I'm going to guess, and I'm just guessing. Crap. I mean, Stark.
I'm going Batman.
Batman?
But I'm with Miles. I'll say Batman.
I'm going the Wayne. The
What
Waynes.
industry were they in?
Doesn't matter. He's a billionaire.
I know he's a billionaire, but
Okay, are you ready for this?
I am ready.
Bruce Wayne is worth $9.2 billion according to Forbes. Tony Stark, otherwise known as Iron Man, narrowly edges out Wayne in the battle of billionaire playboys. His net worth is believed to be somewhere around 12.5.
All right.
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely, but how's
That's
his Amazon stock?
Marvel.
Know your billionaires.
Yeah, okay. Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Sean, sober, not sober?
Sober, I'm at work.
What are you doing, Sean?
Just delivering automotive products.
Oh, automotive products. Mm-hmm. Like what? Like what kind of product? Can I get like one of those deer skin seats for my,
I prefer skinless.
Or like some of the beads, you know what I mean? Those
Oh, the
beads.
beaded, yeah.
Yeah. What can I get?
No, just stuff that goes inside the engine.
That doesn't excite
I
us.
can get like one of those pine tree scent things hang on my rearview mirror.
I want one of those beaded chair covers now. Whatever happened to those?
Sean survived for a week on what food? Beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
As much as I hate it, I got to go with liver.
Liver. Oh, wow.
Man, oh, man.
I figure I can eat it like twice and live off and then just fast the rest of the time, is my thinking.
Okay. I think after you eat liver, you would definitely want to fast.
Yeah.
Actually, Gandhi wasn't on a food strike. They said, all we have is liver. And he's like, I'll pass. All right, your question. Ireland's Supreme Court ruled just last week that what food chain's bread does not qualify as bread or food?
I think the obvious choice is McDonald's.
No. Subway.
Subway.
Eat fresh.
But just not the bread. Again, according to the Supreme Court of Ireland, the bread does not qualify as bread, but more than that, it does not qualify as food, which had Miles and I positing this morning. You realize a dog turd then would be closer to food because it started as food. All right, your question. The BBC once banned the song Come Together for advertising what product in the lyrics? Mike got it. Yep.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to ban songs that are promoting
Products.
a product.
I don't remember Coca-Cola being in the song.
He shoots Coca-Cola.
Oh.
They shoot Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Yes,
That's it. Game is Big W 206-421-ROCK.
God, the voice of an angel. Hello, Tyson. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Tyson.
Oh, Mike, real quick. We have a request. If you can look up the Black Panthers network, because he was the king of a country. So.
Oh. Tyson, sober, not sober?
Sober, sadly.
Sadly, sober Tyson. Well, you make a delicious chicken product. Survive on one for a week, Tyson. Beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
I'd try to starve.
Well, that's not an option.
Beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
That's why the questions are tough.
I guess I'm going to go with, I'm going to say tofu, because I've had it before, and it wasn't the best, but I definitely don't really want to eat it some more.
Okay. Mike, you have an update on the Black Panthers network. Compared to, we have the Wayne family. Bruce Wayne's about $9 billion. Tony Stark about $12 billion.
Correct. It says here, Black Panther, a.k.a., I'm going to screw this up, T'Challa, I believe, is said to be worth over $500 billion U.S. dollars and is the richest comic book character in the world.
Huh. Damn. Okay. All right. Suck on that, Daddy Warbucks.
Mm-hmm.
T'Challa.
It's like Monopoly on vibranium.
I'm balling. All right.
Nice reference.
Your question, how many letters are in the Greek alphabet?
27.
20.
24.
24. Just like a case of beer.
That's exactly it. We got one letter for each beer. We're stopping after that.
That's how I'll remember it from now on, though.
Greek alphabet, it's like a case of beer. 24.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, a lot of people are now going to remember that just for that reason. All right, according to the advertisement, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Thanks, you guys, for having me. That's 3 licks.
3?
Well, that's just because the owl was not a
That's
nice
why,
person.
according to the advertisement, believe it or not, someone at one of the colleges, I don't remember, about 10 years ago, they took the time to lick a Tootsie Pop to finally get to the center. It was like 1,100 licks or something
I was going to say, it takes more than 3
But
licks.
also, who just licks it? You got to suck on that thing.
I know. I don't know how they did it.
The
We're
skinless
talking
bangers.
about the Tootsie Pop.
Yeah, right?
By the
Yeah.
way, the Tootsie Pop is the most overrated candy to me. The outside is fine, and then for all this effort, all of that licking that you're doing, in the end, you get stuck with like a Tootsie Roll.
That's the best way to eat a Tootsie Roll.
It's disgusting.
Covered in grape or root beer
I'm
flavor.
going to tell you right now, Blow Pops are where it's at. Are you kidding, Mike?
Blow Pop is a superior product.
Easily superior.
But I love Tootsie Pop still.
They're terrible.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think, man, when you get in the middle, it's...
Yeah, but once you get that little bit of the first
You know what I
taste
think
of
it is?
Tootsie Roll ruins the rest of
I
the
think
experience.
it takes so long to get there. By the time that you do, you're pleasantly surprised with whatever's there.
But see, I feel different, where I feel like with the Blow Pop, I spend an equal amount of time getting to the center, but I am rewarded for my effort with some gum that keeps its flavor for at least 3 seconds. The Tootsie Roll.
Right, and then I got this nasty piece of gum. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm Team Tootsie Pop.
Oh, you're a son of a bitch.
Root beer for me.
Oh, God, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you get the little mini ones. I like the orange one.
That's the worst one.
It's better than a Dum Dum.
Everything's better than Dum Dum. Blow Pops are superior, though.
God, I'm going to have to get some lollipops.
Game is Big W 206-421-ROCK.
Mom, pick up some suckers.
Hello, Hop Sing. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, me puntos.
Hola. Hop Sing, sober, not sober.
Sober, and let me give you a quick update, if I may.
All right.
I talked to you recently about I received a phone number from a woman on my receipt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Okay, so I do security work and I do documentation checks, so I know how to feel about passports and birth certificates and marriage licenses. Anyway, so just last night I looked at the receipt and I'm giving it a look-see, and it's a stamp. She didn't write the number down; she stamped it.
She has a rubber stamp for her number?
Apparently.
Okay, I think that's a warning sign.
Yeah, you better.
Her vagina's going to be like McDonald's. Yeah. Billions served.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, the receipt's gone, but I'm just saying, I looked at it with like, oh my gee, what the hell? Oh, Good God.
Yeah, when you rubber stamp your number, you're like, oh.
That doesn't
She
mean
stamped it?
But,
Well, hang on now. Couldn't you just spin it around to the number you need? There's some stamps like that.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
There are, I guess.
Would you have it on the ready?
Well, this guy's
That's
that good
old school.
looking.
I haven't seen those stamps in about 15, 18 years. No, this was a stunk. Because I remember thinking, wow, she wrote that really quick.
Yes, she did. She rubber stamped her number.
I guess you're not that special anymore.
Yeah.
I'm saying survive on one food for a week. Will it be beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
Tofu.
Tofu it is.
You said that with too much calm and confidence.
Well, it's because I don't like any of the other options, and I've had tofu maybe once in a salad, and it didn't greatly affect me, so I chose that.
I'm about there with you.
Okay.
All right, here is your question. In the TV series Sex and the City, which of the 4 main characters had a baby?
Oh, it's the actress who's homosexual, and she's tall, and she's pretty, and she had a baby, and I don't know her name.
That's the problem. You nailed everything about it except her name.
Is it the character?
The character, yeah. I don't know any of them.
Chrissy?
That would be Miranda.
Is there a Chrissy?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
By the way, we had a request to find out. So we've covered Bruce Wayne. We've covered Tony Stark. We have, in fact, covered T'Challa. And now somebody wanted to know, I don't know why I say it like John Travolta. Hey, T'Challa, come here, bro. Somebody wanted to know the net worth of Lex Luthor, who obviously is very rich. Superman nemesis. What do you got, Mike?
I have that. He's not even on the level, man. $4.7 billion.
Oh, that's it?
Who is the poorest? I don't care about the richest. I want to know the guy who's eating ramen noodles.
I'm going to guess Daredevil.
World.
No, he's a lawyer. Like a side gig. Who?
Ratman.
I bet it's Robin.
No, because he's hanging out with Bruce Wayne,
No,
man.
but it's not his money.
It's not his money.
Look,
No,
you can
no,
have
no.
a rich friend,
but he
but that
took
doesn't
him
mean
on.
you're rich.
But he took him on as a ward of the state, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he take him on? So he kind of has access to that.
Who's a poor superhero?
A broke-ass superhero.
Maybe the Hulk?
No, dude, he was a doctor before he got green.
But he's not a billionaire.
He's not a billionaire, but he's a smart dude and he gets a doctor's salary.
Why is he always wearing the same shirt?
I didn't say he has the best hygiene. All right, what do you got, Mike?
So they do give you the top 12 here, and honestly, I don't know the bottom 2, Rage and Firestar, but the first one that I recognize is Spider-Man.
Broke?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
He's a photographer, man, for a newspaper.
What about Clark Kent? He's a reporter for newspaper. They went online, bro. You can't just pick up the Daily Planet. Yeah, Peter Parker, broke-ass superhero.
However, to Ted's point, it does say for a long time the Hulk remained one of the poor superheroes.
See?
Oh, I stand corrected.
I know superheroes.
He had to drop being a doctor.
Doctor.
Go Raven.
I'm Dr. Hulk. Could you imagine if he raged out while he's got your body open? The Hulk?
He wasn't a surgeon, Ted.
Oh.
So if he has your body open, he wanted to open it. All right. I'm saying here is your question. What does IQ stand for?
Thank you, gentlemen. It's been a good afternoon. Intelligent quotient.
Oh, very good. I thought it was intelligent question.
Wow.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Who's our next contestant ready to play the big game?
Hello, Robert. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola! Robert, are you sober or not sober?
I have been sober for 18 hours.
You said you've been sober for 18 years?
No, hours. Just hours.
Oh, 18 hours. 18 hours.
Sober. Okay, Robert, gotcha. All right, Robert, our men's room poll. You got to eat one thing for a week. Will you survive on beets, liver, lima beans, or tofu?
That'd be tofu for me.
Okay.
Don't make a turn.
Sorry, people are chiming in. Aquaman's a broke-ass superhero. Wolverine, they're saying is Deadpool. Sure. Someone else says Daredevil's probably poor, but I thought my man was a lawyer. Ant-Man, Punisher.
Right from the email, something just says Ant-Man was in prison.
Yeah, that's a good point. He was.
The burglar.
All right, your question. Chuck Noland. That was the name of Tom Hanks' character in what movie? And if you say...
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the 7
That's not worth cussing
you
about.
can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
All right, Robert, I'm going to assume you don't know.
I do not know.
Any guesses?
Let's go with Tom Hanks. Is there a year? Can you give me a year?
What was the name?
Chuck Nolan. He played Castaway, the movie Castaway. The only character anyone remembers is Wilson, and that was a goddamn volleyball.
There was so much no dialogue in that movie, I can't remember anybody's name.
I thought that was it sounded like the coach of the Steelers.
Yeah, Chuck Nolan, right.
That's
Close.
Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll. Mm-hmm. All right, your question. What cut of beef comes from between the neck and the shoulder blade?
That'd be, veal.
Skirt steak?
Chuck. Not veal.
Chuck. Veal is a baby cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. Took me a second.
That's all right. All right, here is your question. This band reported a 374% increase in digital sales after a TikTok video with a man skating while drinking cranberry juice went viral. What was the band?
Oh, shoot. Let's see. Dream is the name of the song by... Come on. Fleetwood Mac.
There you go.
Well done, man.
Yeah, you got it. Very good. I
was arguing that Daredevil was a lawyer. Someone's like, dude, he's broke. He was a public defender.
Oh, Jesus. 23 grand a year.
He didn't help Ant-Man much.
More of Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.